All right, guys, this is the final day down here at Del Holler State Park. You can see there the Del Holler thing again. We are going around to this dock again where Sam caught those bluegill. Right before we left there, I got a little nibble and think it was a pretty good bass and missed the hook set. So we're gonna follow that up and we're gonna fish over here again. Hopefully we don't get no critters or no slithery crawlers, because there's been snakes down here killed while we've been down here. So hopefully we don't get into that, but let's get over to the water and see if we can catch us something. We'll try to get down this here without falling into the lake. And I'm by myself today fishing, but it is a little after 3 o'clock, so it's pretty warm out here, and hopefully we don't get into no snakes or nothing here. A lot of grasshoppers and stuff jumping into the water, but we'll get right down on this flat right here and throw. And I don't know how good y'all can see the water clarity, but it's clear here. But we got 3 things tied on today: a jig, a craw, Texas rigged, and then a swim bait. And what I'm going to start off with is the swim bait. Let's see if there's anything. See if there's anything nibbling around for it. And I brought some dye to kind of clear it up. Look, there's a turtle swimming right up to us. Oh, he saw us and jetted. But there's a lot of boat traffic that comes through right here, so it's going to be kind of hard to fish it constantly, but we're going to try it out. There's a little bass swimming right there. And I brought some dye to dye the tail on this thing if need be. Because it's pretty white. We'll throw on this point here a second too, because it comes out into the water pretty far. See if there's anything floating around in that. So we'll let her sink down there for a little bit. Next thing we'll try is our craw and see if we can get anything on it. Right, that's the first throw with the craw. I got our spinning gear now with the 12-pound line that I purchased. The bait caster I was using, I put the 17-pound on, and then I have that new reel on my Black Max rod that I got the braid on, and the braid I got a jig sitting on it. And we'll throw that here in a little bit too. I'd like to get that jig in this slip right here that ain't got nothing in it. I'd like to fish on that dock, but they don't want nobody fishing on there for the nice houseboats and stuff. Probably don't really want nobody fishing where I'm at, but we're not gonna let that stop us for right here anyways. This water is super clear. I don't know if y'all can tell that. And I'm not used to fishing clear water, because most of the lakes I fish at is pretty muddy. So the bait color, you want to change your color and your bait presentation for the clarity of the water. So I'm not real familiar with this kind of water, so it's kind of rough on me trying to figure out the colors. That's why I'm kind of using a natural, like the white swim bait, like a shad color. Then this craw is kind of a watermelon red, and then the jig I got's kind of a bluegill-ish color with some, not bluegill, but kind of a craw color with chartreuse and stuff in it. But maybe we'll hook us on one. I've seen some bluegill and one little bass swimming around here. I don't know if y'all can see my craw here in the water. That's got some crazy action on it. I don't know if y'all can see that. And I got it pegged, weight pegged here. Put the craw hook to a little offset hook there. Alright, we got the jig out there right now. We got it pointing out this way, or thrown out this way. We just got a little hit on it. It's probably a little bitty bass or a little bluegill. And here comes another boat, so we got to wait on them. So the fish that we just nibbled on probably be scared away by this. But that's what happens when you fish a boat launch and around a dock. And while I got that sitting out there, I have found a watermelon red, like worm Cinco, laying here. So that may be what we try next. Is might actually use this worm that we found. And then when Sam caught her fish here, I pulled up a Texas rig worm also. So that may be, you know, you kind of see what the locals are doing. So that may be what we need to be using, is a Cinco or a worm to get down there with them. Which I got my jig down there, but the worm is a little more finesse presentation. I know it's still long, but the jig I got on is a huge profile, and I got a huge trailer on it. But that may be what we need to be going with, and we'll throw that craw a little bit more too over in this general area here instead of over in these rocks. This lake is so big though, like literally pinpointing fish on the bank. There's not really much bank access to fish here. So trying to find a fish in this big old lake to hit one bait, to get it on camera, is virtually impossible. But we've been fishing, we've fished, this makes my 4th time down here fishing, not at this exact location, but in this area, this general area, and I've yet to catch a fish. Now, a year ago or so, on my Instagram page, I put up 2 fish that I did catch down here, a largie and a smallmouth, and it was pretty exciting to catch those within 25 feet of each other. But that just goes to show you, we've been coming down here. I've been coming down here with the family for 10 years, and which I didn't fish all those years. You know, I just got it back into fishing here recently when I started this channel. So that goes to show you that this lake is, you know, some days it's forgiving and it gives you some fish, and then some days it's like we got here, and that this whole week is, you know, nothing, no fish at all other than the bluegill, and she caught those on regular red worms. And but we'll keep trying. We'll see if we can catch us some. Got me a bass, boys. All right, there's the first Del Holler bass. Hooked him in the bottom lip. I throwed that big 10-inch worm on there, or 8-inch worm. First throw out there, I got him. Let me try to get him in the best lighting as possible here. He's not a chunk by no means, but that's a good fish. That's what I'm talking about. You see him there? We'll release him. There he goes. Put that big worm on there. I'll show it to you. Let me get my hands cleaned off here. I tried to put the worm on there that I found on the bank, but it didn't work out. He's got it all jacked up, but I'll show you the bag here. The Savage Gear Armor Crawler. It's an 8-inch, and I got it. I've had these for a while, but never caught nothing on them. And like I said, I tried to throw the one that I found on the bank, and it was just too destroyed to put on. So I picked this out of my bag there, and darn if we didn't catch one. So that's pretty good, pretty exciting. At first I thought I was hung up on something because it was just a real light hit. And then I got to pulling on it, and it got to moving the opposite way of where I was standing. There was a fish. Wish I'd got the hook set on camera, but I got it right over there where he's walking. And we'll try it again here. All right, guys, that is it for the Dale Holler Marina. We caught one bass down here. Not a bad bass, but they are bigger in this lake. I've caught bigger in this lake. A lot of boat traffic right now, so hopefully maybe later this evening we'll get back down here, and if I do, you'll see that video too. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new here and you ain't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, help me grow. For all the ones that's got me up to 250, I appreciate it. And probably over 250 now, but I appreciate it. We love each and every one of you guys. So go down there and hit that subscribe button, throw me a like, share this video if you like. Dale Holler Marina in Kentucky. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next video.